it is what it is, but that was very raw and real, and yeah. Hello everyone. I wasn't going to start my vlog until after my work day, but things took a turn and my period cramps are so bad again that I have to go to urgent care right now. This is nothing new for me, and I just thought I would document it to shed some light on what it's like to have endometriosis. So, as you can tell, I'm in so much pain right now. I just took a shower because the hot water helps a lot with it. But yeah, I'll get into story time a little bit later when I'm not into so much pain. But yeah, off to urgent care we go. My mom can't find the keys. Oh my gosh. This is my current setup, how I'm sitting right now. I'm not going to drive like this, but I can't. The worst part about it is I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I feel like I'm gonna faint. The pain goes down into my legs. I feel like I have Charlie horses all up and down my legs. Oh my God. Okay, so you're supposed to have an appointment. I didn't know that. They let me come back. Thank you. Jesus, so there's no wait, which is amazing, and yeah, they should be getting me a shot of Toradol very soon, hopefully. Okay, they made me give a urine sample, and now I'm in a gown. This is absolutely not normal for just coming to get a Toradol shot, so I'm confused. Oh, he's coming. Okay, hello everyone. I am obviously back from urgent care, and I obviously feel so much better. I put some makeup on. My mom's staring at me like I'm a crazy person. No, but it's crazy how night and day it is from before I go to urgent care and then after I go to urgent care. So I just typically like come home and lay down for a little bit. So I did some work on my computer, and yeah, it's like, what time is it now? Like 5 o'clock almost?
4:30.
4:30, and it's practically dark out almost. It's been like this all day. Also, side note, look at how freaking cute my mom's house is in the winter. Just such a vibe, the fireplace and everything. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into the whole story time of my endometriosis and all of that. I do want that to be part of this video though, because I just feel like it needs to be talked about, because people don't know about it and people don't talk about it, and period pain like that is not normal. It's not normal. Mom, what did you tell me earlier? My mom went to a doctor once. My mom had the same issues. She used to get a shot of Demerol my grandma used to drive her up, call the doctor, say we're on our way, drive up to the thing. She wouldn't even get out of the car. He'd come out with the shot, and by the time they'd be home, she'd be like asleep. She would sleep it all off. And then when she moved to Florida, her doctor told her to lay on a phone book, put pressure on her sacrum and lay on a phone book. And then my mom went to get endometriosis surgery, and it was only supposed to be a 20-minute surgery, and it took 3 hours, and they couldn't even finish because there was so much, and it was so bad. And she called her doctor, and they were like freaking out. They were like, oh my god, is this woman gonna sue us? But yeah, people just don't understand. And like even today at the urgent care, the actual doctor was a guy, and he was like sitting there just asking me 800 million questions. And then he was like teaching a student, and the student came in, and she was like, asked me like 3 different questions. She's like, yep, same thing happens to me. And she turned to the doctor and was like, see, you don't understand because you don't have to go through this stuff. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. Are we gonna go shopping?
If you, whenever you're ready.
Okay, we're gonna shop. Need to get my brother.
I hate leaving the boys since I didn't take them for a walk.
Well, should we just go take him for a walk?
Well, it takes a while.
What? How does that take a while?
Just take...
Okay, hi guys. It is obviously a different day. It is actually a couple days later, but I did want to stop on here and do kind of like the story time, answer questions, tell you guys, well, not really answer questions. Anyways, I wanted to finish out this video. I feel like I need to give some context to why I am posting this video, and it's because I feel like this needs to be talked about. Like, a lot of women and girls go through this, and it's just not normal. So one thing I did start to edit this video, and I noticed that in the clip before this I was telling a story about my mom, and I feel like I need to clear that up because I wasn't very clear in it. So my mom lived in Michigan since she was a girl, since she was like a teenager. She had the same issues as I did, as I do right now, and she would have her family doctor come out to the car, give her a shot of Demerol, and by the time she was home she would be like asleep, and she would like not have to go through all of that pain. She did that obviously until she moved, and she got a new doctor, and the new doctor didn't know anything about what she was going through, nothing like that. Didn't believe her, just didn't think that she was in that much pain that she said she was in. And he literally was like, well, just put pressure on your sacrum, just like lay on a phone book and that should take the pain away. And she's like, no, you don't understand. So then when she finally found a doctor that would help her with her endometriosis, she was one of the first women, like literally one of the first, I think like top 5 women to get the laparoscopy done, which is where they go in with a little camera and a laser, and they laser off all of your endometrium that's not supposed to be there, so all the endometriosis. And if you don't know what endometriosis is, I'm not going to sit here and explain it because I'm not a doctor, but I think it's like 1 in 10 women have it now. It honestly could be higher than that. It's very, very common. And yeah, so just go look it up. It's essentially, how I understand it is, the lining of your uterus is called the endometrium, and when you have endometriosis, the lining of your uterus doesn't fully shed and it builds up, and it's almost like these cobwebs. Not only is that in your uterus, but it grows outside of your uterus and on your surrounding organs, so it can cause nausea, it can cause severe pain just like all the time, not just while you're on your cycle. And it causes extra pain when you're on your cycle because you're bleeding into your pelvic area. Like, you're essentially internally bleeding. So for me, it gets really bad. It has caused me to get sick, like throw up. I have fainted multiple times from just being on my period. The pain gets so bad that I like don't have control over my body, and I don't even know how to describe it. It's like nothing I've ever felt any other time in my life. I can't describe the level of pain. When I describe it to my mom, when I've described it to my cousins, they're like, you described what it's like to like have a child, like go through labor. And I've never been through labor, so I can't put them together, but my mom was like, yeah, it's almost as bad. So yeah, if that puts it into context for you guys, that's what I go through almost every single month. And the issue with it is there are only 2 treatments. One is surgery, which I've had 1 surgery. My sister has had 3 surgeries, and my mom had to get 2 surgeries because it doesn't just stop. It continues to grow. Every single time you have a period, it gets worse and worse and worse. So the only other treatment is to not have a period or put yourself on birth control. And I did that for a while, but I hated it. I hate the synthetic hormones. I hate the way it makes me feel. I am still messed up, and I have been off of it for like a year now, and I'm still having negative side effects from it. So yeah, as somebody who you would think would be a huge advocate for birth control, I still hate it. But I mean, to each their own. It works. I know it works really, really well for some people. But yeah, that's kind of my story with endometriosis. Another scary part about it is that it can cause infertility. I know it took my mom like years, like 3 years to get pregnant, and it was like a miracle that she did. So yeah, that's something that's like kind of scary to think about. But yeah, this is, I really don't know what else to say. If you guys have questions, I am happy to answer them. But yeah, I just thought that I needed to share this because when I originally started my YouTube channel, I wanted it I mean, the main point is to just capture my memories and have them for myself. And I love that I can go back and look back on all the stuff that I have vlogged and just caught on camera. There's so much that I don't put on YouTube that I use this camera for, and I just love it so much. But if I ever did get a platform with it, I wanted to be able to share my story and the things that I'm going through in life, mainly like my endometriosis, how I'm dealing with my hormone. Like, I have such bad hormonal imbalance. I have really bad gut health and things like that I'm trying to fix. I'm going to a naturopath and things like that, and I think a lot of people out there have similar issues. So if I can help at least one person, then that makes me really happy. And I know that since my very, very, very first period, like literally never had a period before, I didn't know what was happening. I was just hanging out with my friends. We were literally going to hang out at an elementary school, like just, I think I was in like 8th grade. We were just gonna go hang out with friends, and I was just in so much pain and I didn't know why. And I remember laying there thinking, like, I've never had my period, but if I could imagine what period pain would be, like cramps, I imagine this is it. And later that night I started my period. So it has been since I was 13, and I'm now 26. So yeah, 13 years that I've been going through this. And if I can help one girl either feel normal or help with the different things that I do to cope with my cramps and my pain and just the things that I'm doing to get through it, or if you don't know you have endometriosis and you haven't gone to your gynecologist and got that checked out, I think you definitely should. If you have severe cramping, if you have pain even not on your period, if you have nausea, it's like, before I got my surgery, it was to the point where if I ate anything, I would feel like I was gonna be sick, like in again, my mom and my sister were like that too, and our surgeries helped a lot, but my sister still feels that way. So yeah, it's kind of a very unknown world and there's not much that to treat it, but I have kind of come up with, well, at least I thought I came up with like the perfect routine, and I don't know if my endometriosis is coming back or if I just like didn't do it in time the last 2 times that I went to urgent care. But anyways, so typically what I do is I have the you can buy, I forget what the brand is, they're for like your back, they're for like people's backs, and it's like a portable heating pad. You just wrap it around yourself, and I put it in the front. They actually make some for period cramps that stick on the inside of your underwear, but I find the ones that wrap around work a lot better because they're bigger. So I put one of those on. The second I start to feel like I'm getting cramps, I take a Motrin 800, which you do have to get prescribed from your doctor. But when I went to urgent care, the nurse told me that she has the same exact issues and she takes ibuprofen, and she just like doubles the dose or whatever. But don't, I'm not telling you to do that. Just talk to your doctor and figure out what. But yeah, I take Motrin 800. It's an anti-inflammatory, and then I eat half a banana because the potassium is really good for you as well. And then I just lay there and let the heating pad do its job, and I try to go back to sleep because for some reason it always happens at like 5 in the morning. But this time I ran out of my Motrin, and yeah, so I couldn't do that, and it just got to the point where there was no going back. So I went to urgent care, I got Toradol, it was amazing. But yeah, if you guys are watching this and you suffer from similar issues, please comment below, because I would love to like chat about this and see if you guys have different like recommendations for me, or yeah, anything like that. Or if you have any questions, let me know and I can do a sit-down Q&A on this. Like I said, if I can at least help one person like either feel normal or I don't know, just go get help if they need it, anything like that, then I will be happy. The last thing I do want to say is that if you ever work with somebody or anything like that and they call in and say they're sick and it's that time of month, don't ever shame them for that or like make them feel like they're, I don't know. I've had so many people that are like, oh, it's not that bad, it's just period cramps, and I'm like, you literally have no idea. I feel like I'm in actual labor right now. So yeah, but now that it's been 12 minutes, I hope that this gave you guys some context to that terrifying thing. I also want to apologize for my appearance. I had just gotten my eyebrows done, and since my skin was so dry, it like ripped the skin off my brows, and it's like dry skin, and I look scary and I'm pale, and it is what it is. But that was very raw and real, and yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I will see you in my next video. Peace.